Welcome to Jessie Fit Pilates, your home to strengthen, stretch, and smile. We've got a 16-minute yoga stretching workout using the roller. Join on in. Don't forget to comment below, and if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for 2 weekly workouts per week. You will need a roller. I have a small one. You can use a large one. For what we're using today, what we're doing with it, you can also use the yoga block. You'll see when we get to it. I'm gonna have us come on to our shins and just go ahead and line your whole spine up over your tailbone. Make sure your tailbone's not sticking back. You want to find that neutral position. And we're gonna start with a neck stretch. Take it over to your right. Reach that right arm up and over to the opposite ear. You can take the other hand down. Now, if that is too high, then you can always take the hand to the block. I'm gonna hold here, really lifting the chest, drawing the abs in. Think about really bringing that right ear down, but at the same time, keeping that right shoulder off of the ear. Now let's go ahead and look down towards the opposite armpit. It'll be your right. Remember, you can always have the hand here. Keep lifting your spine tall. A few more deep breaths. Inhaling. And exhale, keep the shoulders off the ears. Again, deep breath in. And we're gonna slowly, carefully come on up. You can slide the roller or the block to the other side. Arm comes up, spine gets really tall, abs drawing really tight. Head reaches down, and then opposite arm. Now the hand can be down on the block for a little bit of support or on the floor. Stay really tall through the spine. Deep breaths in. Really opening through the whole side of that neck. Keeping the body tall, keeping weight equally on both feet. You can always modify in a cross-legged position. Now I'm going to start to look towards that opposite armpit. Right? So you'll be looking to your left armpit. Really lifting the chest. You can always let go if you need to. Deep breath in again. Stay really tall through the spine. Exhale. Keep that left shoulder off the ear. One more time. And then come on back up. I'm going to slide the roller aside. And I'm going to sit legs extended. So reach your right leg forward and then bring that left leg. Bring the left foot to the opposite hip. Sit really tall, so you may want to, kind of move those sit bones out of the way. Now, right elbow to left thigh. And we're going to reach that left hand back. We're going to sit really tall through the spine and keep trying to look back towards that left shoulder. Keep lifting the chest, drawing the belly in, and drawing that left shoulder blade down and in towards the spine. My abs are drawing in tight. I'm really squeezing my right quad. I'm flexing my right toes. I'm lifting up off of those fingertips. You can drop down. I'm not super flexible here. Pushing into those left feet or that left foot. Lifting taller. Feeling the stretch, keeping my weight even on both sides of my hips. Maybe coming just a little bit deeper. Lifting the chest up a little bit more. I'm pushing that arm into the leg and I'm lifting my chest up. Good, deep breaths in and twist. Again, inhale, exhale, twist back. Really stretching and drawing those belly muscles in. Slowly letting it go. So we can do the other side. Right leg to the left, left elbow to the right thigh, right arm back. Chest lifts, spine elongates to the ceiling. And I'm trying to keep both hips down, so that tendency to really lift that hip. I'm going to try not to do that. And I can keep inching my hands back. I'm drawing that right shoulder blade down my spine and in towards the center of my body. I'm lifting my chest as much as I can. I'm going to start to flex my left toes and really activate that left quad. Keep drawing my belly in, and I'm going to look back towards the center of my mat. Pausing, breathing in, and exhaling. We're going to hold for about 10 more seconds here. Keep that shoulder reaching away from the ear. Keep lifting through the chest. Keep breathing. Final breath, and exhale. Now I'm going to sit cross-legged. If you're mirroring me, go ahead and take your left leg over your right and take that right hand down. Now stabilize that left hip and bend to the right. You can always use that block or that roller, or you can come on right down. And I'm gonna really try to open the chest and keep that left elbow right to the ceiling. Open and drop that left shoulder in towards the spine and then reach over to the right. We're gonna hold for about 10 more seconds here. Keep lifting the chest, keep stretching that left rib up to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, slowly come on up. You can bring the roller aside. Remember, if you're a little bit less mobile, you can use the block or the roller just to come down. I'm gonna press that right hip down so that it doesn't lift, and take that left elbow over. This is definitely my tight side. I'm gonna open up through my right side, reach that right hand over and keep lifting the chest. I'm also gonna keep pressing into that left hip. Keep reaching the chest on up. Now here it is with the roller under me. We're gonna hold 5 more seconds. Deep breaths and exhale. From here, let's just slide the roller aside and lay onto our backs. We're going to do happy baby. Lay back, and let's go with a pretty flat back and hold the outside of your feet. So my hands are coming kind of inside my knees and then the outside of my pinkies. And I'm gonna really drop my tailbone down. Pause for a second and really flatten your spine to the mat. Keep drawing your belly in and dropping the shoulder blades down. Just see if you can maybe open the feet a little bit wider and the knees a little bit wider, but keep dropping the tailbone down. I feel a big stretch in my groin. And now we're gonna start to rock from right to left, really gently. You can make it bigger, that'll make it a little bit harder. And then let's just go ahead and stretch out that right leg for a second. You see, I don't even get it all the way straight. I'm simultaneously keeping that left hip down, bend that right leg, and let's go ahead and stretch that left leg out. Again, my left leg doesn't straighten all the way. 3, 2, 1. So sit on up, come to your knees. And we are going to go into a camel. So take your hand to your hips, draw your belly in and start to lift your chest so you're not totally crunching into your back. Let's start with the toes flexed, it'll be easier. Press the hips forward, engage the glutes, and then see if you can reach one hand back. Open through the chest and just bring the fingertips to the heel. And then see if you can bring the other foot, the other hand back. Just lift, lift, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades back, back, back. Now bring the hands to the hips, draw the abs in, and let's go back, up, back, really pressing the thighs forward. back slowly. Now, let's go ahead and come onto the toes. This will make it hard. Let's keep the hands on the hips, on the pelvis. Really engage the glutes, stretch the thighs forward, open the chest. And again, so these pointed feet will be a little bit more challenging. Now, see if you can take one hand back, then the other, and we'll just hold for 10. Abs are in tight, butt is squeezing, chest is opening. Spreading through the shoulders, 3, 2, one hand, the other, come on up. Now, let's go ahead and extend our legs on the mat. Stretch your right leg forward, bend that left knee in. Sit your spine up really tall. Reach your chest toward that right leg. Square off to the front of the mat. So my hips and my shoulders are in line with that side of the mat. So one hip isn't reaching back. They're all in a straight line on that short edge of the mat. Flex the toes, start to lift the chest if you can. Reach for the toes. If you can't, you can always keep the hands here. We're gonna lift the spine just a little bit taller. And I'm gonna start to straighten out my right leg a little bit more, and I'm gonna try to keep both hips down the mat, so I'm not letting that left hip lift. Remember, you can always stay here or use a strap. Now, from here, I'm just gonna drop my head down and round a little bit into it, and really draw my belly in. So just a little bit of a different stretch. Now lift and stretch. A few more. Inhale. Lift the spine, then exhale, round. Inhale. Remember, you can always bend the knee or hold the calf to modify. That left hip stays on the mat. Pause and just come down a little bit deeper. Hold for 10. Now you keep squaring off your hips, lifting up through the chest. Really reaching down, down, down. Coming up and back, and let's shoot the other leg out. Bend the leg. Relax that right hip. Square the hips off. You can bend the knees. This is my tight side. And then reach either forward to the mat, or if you can, a little bit towards the toes. Make sure the hips stay square, so the shoulders and the hips, both points, are in line with the short end of the mat. I'm drawing my belly in. If you can now, maybe you're a little bit warmer, we can reach to the toes. I'm simultaneously keeping the right hip down, and I'm lengthening the spine, lifting the chest, breathing in. And then exhaling, I'm gonna really stretch over now, round a little bit. And flatten, round, flatten, round, flatten. A few more. You can also do them here. That right knee's got to stay down. And then just come a little bit deeper. And let's grab that roller, slide onto your mat. Bring the roller right under your butt. And bring your pelvis onto the roller. And send your feet to parallel and really lift your chest. Let your weight come down into the roller and just lift your chest up. Press into all 10 of your toes equally. Now just lift your hips, keep pressing into your toes, and then lower, lift, lower, and we're just gonna lift and hold. Keep sending your weight. See how I can lift my neck? So my weight is on my shoulder blades, my fingertips are reaching forward. I'm pressing into the toes, the balls, and the heels evenly. My arches are lifted. I'm stretching those knees forward. I'm drawing those belly muscles in. We're gonna hold here for 10 more seconds. Nice deep breath, nice long open front body. 3 more, 2, and just relax down. And we'll just pause here for a second. Let the weight of your pelvis just hang heavy. Deep breath in, let the pelvis go, and let's just slide the roller aside. And I'm going to come to the wall and open my feet really wide. Actually, grab the roller. And I'm gonna open my feet pretty wide, and I'm gonna send the roller right in line with the center of my feet, and I'm gonna send my hips back. From here, I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna make sure my feet are parallel. Now, the closer you come back to the roller, and you can do this with a block too, to the wall, the harder this is. I want you to try to keep your chest really lifted, pressing into the toes, the balls, and the heels, extending through the knees, lifting the chest, squeezing the quads, just really trying to engage the legs so they get nice and strong in their new flexible position. 10 more seconds like this. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to slide the roller out a little bit and just pause there, relaxing the shoulders, and then just maybe coming back into the wall a little bit with my hips, but then lifting up through the chest and down and up. One more like that. Down and up. I'm going to heel toe my feet in, and I'm going to slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll my spine up. I hope you enjoyed these stretches today. You can add these in after one of your HIIT workouts or before you go to bed, or just whenever you feel a little bit tight. Thank you so